Have you ever achieved something you worked years for and felt nothing? Not disappointment, not happiness, just nothing. A strange flatness where the celebration was supposed to be. You got the promotion. You graduated. You hit the number. You ended the relationship that was hurting you. And instead of the feeling you expected, the one you'd been deferring your life to, there was just silence. And then, almost immediately, a new goal appeared, a new finish line, a new version of once I get there, I'll finally feel okay. Most people don't tell anyone about this, because admitting it feels like ingratitude, like weakness, like there's something broken in you that doesn't exist in everyone else. But here's what actually happens in America. In the country built on the idea that meaning is earned, that purpose is found, that happiness is a destination you reach if you just work hard enough, you graduate and feel lost. You build the career and feel empty. You get married and wonder if this is it. You have kids and love them completely, and still lie awake at 3 a.m., asking what any of this is for. You scroll through your phone watching other people's highlight reels and feel a quiet, persistent ache that you can't name. That ache has a name. It's the weight of believing your life is supposed to mean something, and suspecting somewhere underneath everything that it doesn't. And the question I want to ask you today, the one that took philosophers centuries to answer, and that most people spend their entire lives running from, is this. What if meaning was never the point? What if the absence of meaning isn't the wound? What if it's the cure? Let me tell you how deep this actually goes. America has a meaning crisis, not a political one, not an economic one, a philosophical one. Suicide rates have climbed steadily for 2 decades. Loneliness is now classified as a public health epidemic. The Surgeon General said it. Antidepressant use has increased over 3,000% since 1990. 3,000%. In the wealthiest, most connected, most entertaining society ever built. We have more options than any generation in human history. More information. More freedom. More ways to design a life. And we are more lost than ever. Why? Because we were given a story. And the story is broken. The story goes like this. Find your passion. Build your purpose. Leave a legacy. Make it count. Do work that matters. Live a life of significance. Your time here should mean something. Every graduation speech, every motivational poster, every Instagram caption, every TED Talk, every self-help book title. The same story, repeated, amplified, sold. And when you can't find the passion, or you find it and it stops feeling like passion, or you do the meaningful work, and it still doesn't fill the hole, the story tells you that's your fault. You're not trying hard enough. You haven't discovered yourself yet. You're settling, so you try harder. You optimize more. You journal, meditate, therapy, hustle, rest, grind, retreat, reflect. You add and subtract from your life, like you're trying to solve an equation whose answer keeps changing. David Foster Wallace, one of the most brilliant writers America ever produced. A man who understood the interior of modern life better than almost anyone, gave a commencement speech in 2005 that became one of the most circulated pieces of writing of the 21st century. He didn't talk about finding your passion. He talked about paying attention. He said, "The really important kind of freedom involves attention and awareness and discipline and effort and being able truly to care about other people and to sacrifice for them over and over in myriad petty little unsexy ways every day." 3 years later, he was gone. Not because the philosophy was wrong, because philosophy that lives only in the mind is not enough. The wound isn't that life has no meaning. The wound is that we were taught it should, and that we are failures if we can't find it. So let's go to the philosophy, not the motivational version. the one that actually survives contact with reality. Albert Camus was a French-Algerian philosopher who grew up poor, watched fascism rise across Europe, lived through occupation, wrote in the middle of actual civilizational collapse, and arrived at one of the most counterintuitive ideas in the history of human thought. Life is absurd. Inherently. Permanently. And that's fine. Not fine in the defeated sense. Fine in the liberated sense. Here's the idea. Camus called it the absurd, with a capital A, and it's not complicated. Human beings desperately want life to have meaning, purpose, order, reason, and the universe offers none of it. The universe is indifferent, silent. It doesn't respond to your ambition, your suffering, your love, your legacy. It just continues. The collision between your need for meaning and the universe's silence. That's the absurd. And Camus said you have three options when you face it. Option 1, physical suicide. Refusing to live in a world without meaning. Camus dismisses this immediately and spends an entire book explaining why. Option 2, philosophical suicide. Inventing a meaning. God, destiny, ideology, the nation, the market, the algorithm, and throwing yourself into it so completely that you never have to face the silence again. This is what most people do. It works until it doesn't. Option 3, revolt. Staying fully awake to the absurdity, refusing false comfort, and choosing to live anyway. Fully, without the anesthesia. He wrote, "One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Sisyphus, the man condemned by the gods to roll a boulder up a hill forever, watch it fall and push it up again. Forever. For no reason, no progress, no finish line, no meaning." And Camus says, imagine him happy. Not because the boulder got lighter, not because the gods changed their minds, because Sisyphus owned his condition. He didn't need it to mean anything. He just pushed. This sounds bleak if you read it fast. Read it slowly, and it's the most radical act of freedom you've ever encountered. Now let's go further, because Camus didn't arrive at this alone. Friedrich Nietzsche, writing in the 19th century, watching the foundations of Western meaning crumble, announced something that shocked the culture and still makes people uncomfortable. God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. He wasn't celebrating. He was diagnosing. He was saying, the shared story that gave Western civilization its sense of meaning, the divine order, the cosmic purpose, the eternal significance of each life, that story is collapsing, and we haven't built anything to replace it. And into that vacuum rushed ideology. Nationalism, consumerism, productivity culture, self-optimization. The belief that enough achievement could fill a God-shaped hole. It can't. And Nietzsche's answer wasn't despair. It was the will to create meaning. Not to find it, to make it. To look at the void and say, I will decide what matters. Not because the universe demands it, because I choose it. He called this the Übermensch, the person who stops waiting for meaning to arrive and starts forging it. The person who lives not by inherited scripts, but by values they've chosen with open eyes. Now here's where it gets personal. Viktor Frankl, psychiatrist, Holocaust survivor, the man who survived 4 concentration camps, including Auschwitz, wrote a book called Man's Search for Meaning that has sold over 16 million copies. He watched people die. He watched people survive. And he noticed something. The ones who survived were not necessarily the strongest. They were not the ones with the most food or the best connections. They were the ones who found something to live for. Not an abstract something. A specific something. A person. A manuscript. A task. A promise. Frankl wrote, "He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow." Notice what he didn't say. He didn't say meaning is given. He didn't say it's discovered through meditation or found at the end of a vision quest. He said it's created, in the act of choosing what you're living for. In the worst conditions human beings have ever survived, meaning was not handed to them by the universe. It was chosen, invented, forged out of darkness by a conscious act of will. And this is the part that changes everything. Meaning doesn't have to be cosmic to be real. It doesn't have to be permanent to matter. It doesn't have to be universal to sustain you. A father who decides his child is his reason doesn't need the universe to validate that choice. The choice is enough. The commitment is enough. The love, not as a feeling but as a daily act, is enough. You don't need your life to matter to history. You need it to matter to you. And that mattering, that's not found. It's built, one conversation at a time, one decision at a time, one morning at a time. There's a reason the most resonant stories in American culture aren't about people who found their cosmic purpose. They're about people who showed up, who stayed, who chose, against all evidence, to keep going. Walter White chose meaning in chemistry. It destroyed him, not because meaning is destructive, but because he chose meaning that required him to destroy others. The lesson isn't that meaning is dangerous. It's that what you choose to build your meaning around determines everything about who you become. The characters we remember aren't the ones who figured it all out. They're the ones who kept pushing the boulder. Now I need to say something uncomfortable. Everything I just described, the freedom of meaninglessness, the power of chosen purpose, the liberation of the absurd, it can sound beautiful in a video. It can give you a few hours of relief, a sense that something clicked, and then you'll open your phone, check your notifications, compare your life to someone else's, feel the familiar weight return, and wonder if you actually understood anything at all, because this is not information. It's a practice, and the practice is the hardest part. Here's what the practice actually looks like in America in 2026. It means turning off the algorithm that tells you what your life should look like and sitting with the silence of what it actually is. That silence is terrifying. Most people will do anything to avoid it. Anything. It means stopping the performance of purposefulness, the LinkedIn posts about your journey, the morning routines you document, the hustle you narrate, and asking honestly, what do I actually value? Not what should I value, what do I? It means choosing your boulder. Not the boulder society handed you. Not the boulder your parents pushed. Yours. The specific, concrete, maybe small, maybe unglamorous thing that, when you're doing it, makes the silence bearable. Makes Tuesday morning worth getting up for. For some people it's raising children who feel seen. For some it's making something with their hands. For some it's the exact texture of a problem they can spend days solving. For some it's being the friend who shows up. None of these are cosmic. None of them will be in history books. All of them are enough. Camus didn't say revolt means feeling good. He said it means staying awake, and awake is uncomfortable. Awake means you feel the weight. You feel the pointlessness some days. You feel the silence from the universe, and you push anyway. Not because the boulder gets lighter, because you decided it was yours,